Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below.
Now let's work on address screen. So here in view, we will go with a new folder, naming it address screen. And inside of it, we will create a new file, naming it address screen.dart. Here we will go with a stateful widget and it's going to be address screen. Now let's import material here. And we are good. Now we have to fetch all of the address. So here we will go to user data CRUD services, and inside of it we will go with a static function to fetch address. So here we do have restaurant ID, and another function is fetch food data. So we'll copy this fetch food data function and go back to user data CRUD services, paste here, and instead of list of food model, we will go with list of user address model. And here it's going to be addresses, and here we will go with address. We won't be going with order by, instead we will going be where user ID is equal to auth.currentuser.uid, and we have to add a null check here. And after getting it, we will go to with user address model, copy this one, paste here. Instead of user address model, it's going to be addresses.add, and at last we want to return addresses. Save here, and we won't be needing any kind of string parameter here, so it's good. Now I will ignore this one. We will go with fetch addresses. Let's save it. Now we will go to profile provider, and here we do have to add a list of user address model addresses equals to an empty list. We will go with a function here, that is fetch user address. Fetch user address is going to be an asynchronous. We will go with addressed, not going to be addressed, it's going to be addresses, equals await user data CRUD services dot fetch addresses, and then we will go with notify listeners. We are good here. Now we will move to our address screen, and instead of placeholder, we will go with scaffold, and we will wrap the scaffold with a safe area. Let's go with app bar. App bar is going to be automatically imply leading, it's going to be false, and leading is going to be an icon button. On press, we will go with navigator.pop, and the icon. So we will go with font awesome icon, and it's going to be font awesome icons dot arrow left long color is going to be black. We have to import the color package, not the color package, color file. And now we will go with our body. Body is going to be a list view, children, and before children we want to go with a little bit of padding. We'll go with edge inserts dot symmetric. Horizontal we will go with 3.w. Vertical we will go with 2.h. And here inside of children we will go with a little bit of free spacing first. Size box, height, let's go for 2.h. And now we will go with list view, not list view, we will go with consumer, context, comma, profile provider, child. And here we will initialize this consumer. It's going to be profile provider. And here we will go with if profile provider dot addresses dot is empty, then return list view dot builder context, comma, okay. Instead of this list view builder, we will just go with return center child text, and it's going to be fetching addresses. Style, it's going to be app text style. Let's go for 16 bold dot copy with color. We'll go for gray. Let's go for 14 bold. And fetching your address. It looks good now. Now we will go for if the list is not empty. So else we will go with list view dot builder context, comma, index, and here we will return container padding edge insert dot symmetric. Horizontal we will go with 3.w. Vertical we will go with 1.h. And the next thing which we want is a little bit of decoration. We will go with box decoration. Border radius is going to be border radius dot circular. Let's go for 5.sp. And border, we won't be going with border, we will be going with color. It's going to be gray shade 3. And here we will add a semicolon, and we have to go with return here. Here we will have to go with list of addresses, user address model, addresses equals to profile provider dot addresses. And inside of the list view builder we will go with user address model address equals to addresses of index. And we have to go with item count and shrink wrap also. Item count is going to be addresses dot length, and shrink wrap is going to be true. We will go with physics, and it's going to be const never scrollable scroll physics. Now let's save it here. Here we have the container, we have padding. Another thing which we want to add up is margin. We'll go with edge inserts dot symmetric, or vertical we will go with 1.5.h. and we will go with child, it's going to be column, children, it's going to be text. Here we will go with address dot address title. Style we will go with app text style. Let's go for 18 bold. heading. Okay, heading, we do have the 20. Let's save it here. The next thing, we want to go with a little bit of spacing here. So here we'll go with size box. Let's go for height of 0.8.h. Then here we will go with text, and it's going to be address of room number. We'll go with style, app text style. Let's go for 14. We will copy this to paste here, and it's going to be apartment, and we are good. Now here we will go with a little bit of size box, free spacing basically. Let's go for 2.h, and here we will go with row children. It's going to be container child text. Here we'll go with edit, comma style. It's going to be app text style. Let's go for 14. We will go with a little bit of padding here. Padding edge insets dot symmetric. Horizontal, we will go with 2.w. Vertical, we will go with 1.h. And another thing, we want to add a little bit of decoration. We will go with box decoration. Let's save here. Box decoration, here we'll go with border radius. Going to be border radius dot circular of 5.sp. And we will go with color. Color, let's go for gray shade 1. And now let's save it. We will copy this container, paste here, and instead of edit, we will go with delete. And another container that's going to be at the first, and we will go with here, we will go with set as active. And at the top, we want to, before going with the address type, we want to wrap this text with a row. And here we'll go with circle avatar radius. Let's go for 2.h. I think so 1.h will be good. And then we will go with background color, and it's going to be address dot is active. Then go with success, else go with transparent. And here we'll add a comma, and in between these two, here I will wrap this. Instead of wrapping it with row, we will wrap it with stack. Let's not wrap it with stack. Let's keep it with row only. And here we will wrap it with center. Let's not wrap it with center. Let's add a little bit of free space here. Size box width. Let's go for 3.w. Now let's save it. And at the top, we want to go with an init state. And here we will go with widget binding code. And inside of widget binding, here we'll go with context.read profile provider dot fetch user addresses. Now let's restart the application. Another thing which we want to add up here is that in account screen, whenever we tap on this address button, we want to make sure that we navigate to address screen. So here we will go with a logic. Here we do have the list view builder, and we have to go for this list style, leading title, and we will go with on tap here. On tap, if index equals 1, navigator dot push. Here we'll go with page transition, and the child is going to be address screen. Type, it's going to be page transition type right to left. Add a comma, and here we will go with const. Now let's save it. Now let's tap here. Okay, we are here. It says home, and these are not well aligned. At the top, we will go to address screen, and here background color, it's going to be the app bar background color, it's going to be white. And another thing, we have the column here. Cross-axis alignment, it's going to be cross-axis alignment dot start. Let's save it. Okay, we have home. Here we have B25, then this, and next thing which we want to make sure is that in the row we will go with main axis alignment dot space between. Okay. There are some more things which we want to go with, is that here we will go with rich text. It's going to be text span. Children, we will go with the list text span. Text is going to be room number, and then we will go with style. It's going to be app text style, body 14 bold. Copy this one, paste here, body 14 bold, and after that we will go with another text span. Text is going to be the same parameter, address dot room number, and we have to go with this one also, the styling. So paste here. Now let's add comma, and here we will just comment this out. Let's save it, and let's have a look. Okay, room number, and after this room number we want to add a little bit of spacing here. Let's go with /t and save here, and we do have this. We will go with 2 slashes, 2 tabs. We will copy this rich text, and for this text apartment thing, we will paste the rich text, and it's going to be apartment. Remove this one, and here it's going to be apartment, and let's save it. Okay, here we do have home. Another thing which we want to edit up here is that this circle avatar should be at the last, and we don't need the size box, and here we will go with this row, main axis alignment dot space between. Let's save it. Okay, we have the title, we have the room number, apartment, save as active, edit, delete. We are good. Now here we want to add another button to add new address.
Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below.